This show is sponsored by Toshiba. Turbo supercharge your rig with a Q-Series Pro SSD from Toshiba. Learn more about these fast and reliable SSDs at toshiba.com.
We've invented a little game called Whoever's Laptop Boots Up Faster Gets to Shoot the Other Person with a Paintball Gun. Let the duel begin.
Hey everyone, Travis here for Day 1, Week 9 of EU LCS, coverage presented by Toshiba, joined by Froggen of Alliance, after you guys just kind of, you won pretty handily against Gambit. Now talk to me about that game. Why do you think that you guys were able to do so well? Do you think it was picks? Because it seemed like they kind of had some strange ones, and strange bans as well.
So for the picks and ban phase, we basically got everything we wanted to have, and we didn't care about any of their champions. To be honest, I haven't even played Kale for like the last month, but they all had single target damage and they picked Yasuo. We were like, okay, we're just gonna have this Kale ultimate for whoever they're gonna Yasuo ultimate, and then we're gonna win every single team fight. Yasuo is also not as strong as Kale in the split push, at least not before he gets like 3 or 4 items. So it was pretty straightforward game.
Do you think it was all the pick and ban phase, or do you think that they made any, a lot of mistakes in the game as well?
I think Sugar and I played really, really good in the. People actually like when I say really, really.
Yeah. Now you know all the phrases because you spent the last week commentating and analyzing and stuff.
Yeah. Sorry about that. So Shug and I, 2v2 versus Alex and Diamond was actually really good in from like level 3 to level 4-5, where we got the first blood onto Alex as well, and we forced Diamond's flash. So from there we got ahead in the 2v2, and they couldn't fight us at all. So Alex was trying to only take the wolves in waves, and when you do that, the enemy knows, okay, you're not really having any bases off, so he didn't have any wards on the map, so I just went on and roamed.
Now, do you think that IM Katowice had any effect on their play here today? You think maybe that threw them off because of the travel or anything like that?
I think their mindset going into the game were wrong, because their pick and ban phase is like not for this patch, I think. I don't think Lee Sin first pick is honestly that good. I think Evelyn and Kha'Zix is incredibly broken, especially Kha'Zix that you saw Insect play in IM Katowice. So we were surprised a lot they didn't go for that.
Now, you guys went undefeated in Super Week. Now you've won this. You're on a 5-game win streak. Do you think that this is going to continue?
I certainly hope so. Like, if people don't do picks and bans way more carefully, then you will lose a lot more games. And I think our picks and bans are really strong.
Do you think that your analysis and your work at all at IM Katowice played at all into this? Because, I mean, you had a chance to sort of watch Gambit play. You saw all these different teams. Like, do you think you brought anything back with you from watching and studying all those games?
I think mainly is like, I'm going to say picks and bans again. I've been saying that for the last couple of
It's fine.
But I've, like, the way KT Bullets are picking compared to the EU teams gave them a huge advantage, especially like you could see it when playing against Gambit and Fnatic, and they basically 2-0'd and 3-0'd them. So I think we learned a lot from that.
Now let's talk about your analysis at IM Katowice. That was your first time really filling that role. What was that experience like for you? Did you really enjoy it?
I think it was really fun. It's also the first time I'm doing anything like that, but I do think it's really fun, but I had a lot of help going into it, and I just had to talk about what, like, in the game and stuff, so I think it was really fun.
What kind of help did you have?
I think Quickshot and sometimes the Fishu were really good at actually helping me with some questions I wasn't quite sure on how to answer. I think they were really good at picking it up first and sending that question to my other analyst partner.
Yeah, now let's talk about it, because Krepa was there, obviously your former teammate. What was it like sort of standing beside him on camera again?
I actually like it a lot because he's a really funny guy. So, yeah, it's like back in the old days where we like going to matches, spending time, having fun and stuff. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
How about off the camera? Was there any fun moments for you at IM Katowice?
I think it was pretty much the same on and off camera. So it's like in that area where we were casting and analyzing. It was like we had to spend the day there for 10 to 12 hours every day, except for like the finals day, because obviously only the finals had to get played. So it's like we had to be in that area, so it was pretty much the same all the time.
Now, you're very calm right now, but I remember, and I noticed whenever you were doing the analysis, people were talking about how hyped up you'd get, and you'd get really passionate about it. What was going on there? Was that just you feeding off like the broadcast energy, or was that you just like, were the games just that good?
So I think the game was really good as well, but I think mainly at the start, I just thought, okay, I have so much to say in such short time. Like there was like 4 or 5 minutes that we have to put all our information out, and it's like I wanted to say a lot more. And in that time period, I was just getting really, really hyped up and stuff because there was so much to talk about. So I think that's why.
You guys had a rough start. I kind of want to just loop back to talking about your record, because again, you guys now 5-0. You guys had this rough start to the beginning of the season, and now you guys are sort of on this rise. Do you think that this is just you guys getting used to the team, or what do you think is really responsible for this happening? I know Wicked had some interesting practice in the past week or so.
Yeah, I think as a team, we just like. We have been playing a lot more together now. We know what to do in certain situations. Like sometimes we will like in team fights, we'll just do like one thing each instead of doing anything at all together. Where in this last game we just had against Gambit, we actually team fought pretty good. We at least stayed together. We ran them down with severe ultimate, which is like one of the simplest thing you can do. But we still did it, and we do the things way more as a team. We don't commit as much anymore, and we don't get caught as much anymore.
Good stuff. Now, the last question I wanted to ask you is, this is the first interview I've done here at the EU LCS, and I'm obviously in Cologne here for about 2 weeks. What do you guys do for fun in Cologne? What am I supposed to do, Froggen? Like in the evenings after LCS, like, do you guys all just sort of go home and go to bed? Or is there anything enjoyable that I should be doing?
So after LCS, it ends pretty late, like 11 or 12. So it's probably like going out for some drinks with all the other LCS people. We usually don't do that on the first day. We only do it on the last day. So like going out. But before that, have you been in Cologne before?
Yes, yeah, I was here for Battle of the Atlantic. Remember, we did go out that one time. I don't know. Yeah, it was intense.
Oh, I actually remember that. It was pretty fun.
I barely remember it.
Yeah, you were pretty drunk. But else there's like the dome you can check out before the games, and then there's like a lot of restaurants and random stuff around the dome. So
very good, Froggen. Thank you. I will definitely take that going forward. Well, congratulations on your analysis gig. I thought it was really cool, and congratulations on your win streak. Looking forward to seeing if you guys can defend that. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of the EU LCS and more at ongamers.com.